What's good, everyone? It's Adam from My Music Mogul, and welcome to another video. In this one, we're going to go ahead and remake Forever by Lil Baby featuring Lil Wayne. Now, I went back to my list. There's a whole long list of remakes we got to get to, and this was sort of in there, and I chose it. So today we're going to do this one. We're going to change our tempo to 153 beats per minute, and we're going to start off with that intro bit that you hear in the record. So we're going to go ahead and go to Legacy, Logic, Orchestral, Choir, and we're going to go to Mixed Choir. We're going to start off with the choir sound in this song, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw in a MIDI region, and let's get to the pattern. All right, just going to duplicate this to a higher octave as well. I'm going to chop up this ending here, and this is our choir sound. But because this is the intro, I think they halftime the choir sounds. We're going to go over to our plugins, and we're going to bring in Cable Guy's halftime, and we're going to change it over to quarter notes right here. Just gives us some texture to the song and sort of makes it like a darker tone. Next, we're going to create a new softer instrument track, and we're going to go ahead and bring in that sort of ethnic instrument that comes into play. Open up our library right over here. We're going to go over to Legacy. We're going to go to Jam Pack World Music. We're going to go to Strings, and we're going to go to the Persian Santor. And let's go ahead and draw in that pattern. Repeat that. Repeat that once again. And then it's going to go up here. All right, and then this is our whole pattern. All right, next we're just going to add in some delay here just to sort of fill this out a bit. We're going to go to Delay Echo. We'll soften up the sound by bringing in some chorus. So we'll go to Modulation Chorus. And we'll just fill it out with some reverb. So we're going to go to Reverb, Logic Space Designer. I'm just going to bring this down in volume a bit as well. Maybe I'll take a little bit of the top end out here too. It's a little too much. Let's pull it back up. All right, next create a new software instrument track. And we're going to bring in Logic Steinway Grand Piano. And we're going to put in the counter melody on the Santor right over here. So let's go ahead and draw that in. Close this up here. So that just layers up that sound over there. I'm just going to bring this down in volume. It's going to duplicate this piano, and we are going to go ahead and draw in the chords here. So let's go ahead and draw those in. Whoa, let's just layer up our bass note here. So we're gonna take this bass note here, B, and bring it down. And let's just stretch that out. It's gonna go like this. It's gonna go right there. Just come right back in here. And that's just gonna play out. We can lower that as well, it doesn't have to be so loud. Alright, next create a new software instrument track, and we're just going to bring in some texture to this section of the song. We're going to bring in Logic's Alchemy, and we're going to go over to pads. We're going to bring in the preset, I believe it was called this right over here, Amber Dark. And we're going to copy down the same choir pattern, except we're going to take out this top end here. And we're just going to filter out a lot of the top and middle section, just focusing on that mid-range. All right, and then we're just going to go ahead and bring in the riser effects that happens from the intro into the verse. I'm just going to bring in some reverb so that transitions a little bit better. Let's just pull that in. Let's see how that sounds. Maybe we can add in a little bit of delay as well. Let's see. Just very subtle. All right, that's good. And then we go into our verse part. All right, so for the verse, we're gonna go ahead and just duplicate this mixed choir over here, because on this one, we're gonna play out the actual choir, but without the halftime. So we're gonna just take out the halftime over there. And we're gonna layer this up with another choir. So we're gonna just duplicate that, copy down the pattern, and we're gonna go back to our choir, and we're gonna bring in the boys chamber ensemble. We're just going to bring down this a little bit here, blend it together. It just fills that up a bit there. Then we're going to go ahead and group this as a track stack. And we're just going to manipulate the EQ of them together. We're going to open up the EQ and just take out some of the bottom end here. Take out that bass so that we leave room for our 808. Anytime you want your 808 to sort of stand out and punch through the mix, it's because it's clashing with other sounds in the mix. So all that stuff that doesn't need that low end information, anything like below, let's say 150, just cut it out and leave room for the bass, and that will really leave room for that bass. That's like an easy way to make your bass stand out. All right, next we gotta go ahead and let's just pull this up here so for neatness sake. And then we gotta draw in the new melody for our santorus. So let's go ahead and draw that in right now. We're going to duplicate this over, and let's see what happens at the end here. Just play it out. And we switch it up right over here. So it's gonna go da da da. That's going to round up right there. Next, let's go ahead and draw in our piano melody. Actually, we don't have to redraw that in. We can just copy down this pattern right over here. And we're just going to copy over this. And this just duplicates itself. Maybe I can go 1 octave higher. Then we're going to go ahead and draw in our chords. We're just going to copy these over here. And it's going to go something like this. All right, so there's our piano right here. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and create a new software instrument track. And we're gonna bring in our drums. So we're gonna go over to our library over here. And we're gonna go over to user patches. I created a drum kit for this remake, if I can find it. It is right over here, the Forever drum kit. Let's start off with that snare sound. Create a pattern region. Put on the snare, on the 3. Let's bring in our open hat, create a pattern region, and change our steps to 32. All right, next go over to our hi-hat. We're going to create a MIDI region for this one. And let's go ahead and draw that in. 8th notes to start. Okay. I believe the first bar goes like that. For the second bar, we get a little stutter over here, or a little roll. Actually, I think it goes something like this. Let's change this over to a 16th triplet. And we're just going to paint them down. Like that. We get another little double tap here. Let's move over to our next bar. And over here we just get something like this. And then for our last bar, we get something like this. Duplicate that down here. And this just kind of repeats itself. All right, so here's the hi-hat pattern. Let's go ahead and draw in the 808, create a MIDI region for this one. It is an 8-bar pattern. Just duplicates itself. This, copy that over. focus on the second half here. Alright, so here's our 808 pattern. It's going to sound like this. All we got to do now is bring it down. Next, we're going to go ahead and copy this down over to our kick track. And it's literally going to be the same thing. Just follows the same hits as the 808. So we're going to bring this down here. So this 808, in the song, there's like a lot girthy 808, like a really low end sub in it. So we're gonna go ahead and layer up this 808 with another 808 instrument, but just really focus on the subtones. So I'm gonna create a new software instrument track. We're bringing Logic's ES2 synthesizer. We're gonna bring in that 808 preset that we use in ES2. And we're just gonna leave it as is for now. We're gonna copy down the same 808 pattern. Just gonna bring that down. So right now those are clashing because the frequencies are clashing. So what we're gonna do here is just bring this down just till we get the subtone. So now you get a nice low end bass there that layers up that 808. Bring down the release of this one. All right, then we can go ahead and just duplicate this over, and we can bring this in over here. And then we're going to duplicate it over once again. And we get another sound over here. It's like a bell hit, so like a tubular bell. So we're going to go ahead and draw in that pattern. Just duplicate that over. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and arrange this, mix the levels a bit, and we'll come right back. Alright, so we're back. I quickly went ahead and arranged the beat and mixed the levels a bit. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Listen to the remake we just put together, Lil Babies, featuring Lil Wayne, Forever. Let's go. So right there is Lil Baby's track featuring Lil Wayne, Forever. For your Logic users out there, I'm going to go and save this entire session for you guys. Place it as a downloadable link in the description box below this video. For your non-Logic users out there, got your back as well. I'm going to go and export the audio stems, MIDI stems, and of course include the drum kit that you heard in this remake. Once again, you can find that play pack in the description box below this video. That's it for me, guys. If you do have any questions on this, we can go ahead and talk in the comment section below. As usual, if you did like this video, remember thumbs up and share it, and of course hit that subscribe button for more great videos like this one. I'll talk to y'all soon. Later.